Nobody ever told you directly that you were a burden, but somehow, somewhere along the way, you started believing it anyway. No one sat you down and said you ask for too much, you feel too much, or you need too much. But life has a strange way of teaching us things without words. Maybe it was in the small moments when your needs felt inconvenient, when asking for help made the room feel tense, or when you noticed that people seemed warmer when you stayed quiet, handled everything yourself, and asked for nothing. Over time, your mind started collecting these moments like evidence, building a story that said, "My needs make me hard to love," and without even realizing it, that story became part of who you are. Now it shows up in the smallest ways, in the way you apologize before you even finish speaking, in the way you start every request with sorry, as if your existence itself needs permission, in the way you say, "I'm okay," even when you're breaking inside because the idea of being a burden feels heavier than the pain you're carrying. It shows up when someone asks if you need help, and your first instinct is to say no, even when every part of you is screaming yes. It shows up in relationships when you hide your sadness, your anger, your fears, because deep down you are terrified that if people see the full weight of you, they might decide you are too much to carry. So you shrink yourself, you edit yourself, you become easier to handle, easier to love, or at least that's what you tell yourself. But here's the painful truth. The version of you that survives by being small is not the full version of you. It's the protected version, the adapted version, the one your nervous system created to keep you safe. Because your brain is always learning from your past. It studies every moment of connection and rejection, every time your needs were met or ignored, every time your emotions were welcomed or dismissed. And if enough of those moments taught you that having needs creates distance, your brain built a rule: need less if you want to stay loved. That rule may have helped you once, maybe in childhood, maybe in a relationship, maybe in a family where emotions weren't safe. But what protected you then may be hurting you now, because now, instead of protecting you, it isolates you. It makes you feel alone even when surrounded by people. It convinces you that asking for comfort is weakness, that wanting support is selfish, that expressing pain is too much. But think about this for a second. When someone you love is hurting, do you think they are a burden? When they cry, when they need support, when they ask for your time, do you secretly resent them for it? Probably not. You likely offer them compassion without hesitation. You remind them that they matter. So why is it different when it comes to you? Why do you apply kindness so easily to others, but deny it to yourself? That's the burden belief at work. It makes you live by harsher rules than everyone else. It tells you that your humanity is a flaw, but it's not. Being tired is not a burden. Being scared is not a burden. Being overwhelmed, confused, heartbroken, anxious, or needing someone beside you does not make you hard to love. It makes you human. And healing starts when you begin separating yourself from that belief. Instead of saying, "I am a burden," start saying, I feel like a burden right now. That one shift changes everything, because feelings are not facts. Thoughts are not truth. They are often just echoes of old experiences, and those old experiences do not get to define your worth forever. The truth is, the people who genuinely care about you do not love you because you are easy. They love you because you are you, not the edited version, not the strong version, not the version that never asks for anything, the real version, the one with fears, needs, limits, and emotions. Real connection is not built by hiding your struggles. It is built by allowing yourself to be seen in them. And yes, that's terrifying, because vulnerability always carries risk, but it also carries the possibility of something your old belief never allowed you to experience: being fully known and still fully loved. So the next time that voice in your head tells you to stay quiet, to handle it alone, to apologize for existing, pause and remember this: that voice is old. It was built in a different room, in a different season of your life, by experiences that no longer define your present. You are not there anymore. You are here now, and here you are allowed to need, allowed to feel, allowed to ask, allowed to take up space, without guilt, without shame, without apology. If this video spoke to something real inside you, make sure to subscribe for more deep psychological insights. And in the comments, tell me one thing you've been apologizing for that you're ready to stop apologizing for. Sometimes naming it is the first step toward healing.